Hey guys, Justin Bryant here from selfmadesuccess.com, and I'm going to show you a quick way to increase your organic conversions by as much as 30% with just one simple tweak. And if you don't know much about sales funnels yet, that's fine. Basically, this just traffic to capturing leads to converting sales is the three main aspects of a sales funnel. And everybody kind of does them pretty similarly, but when it comes to organic traffic, a lot of times it's harder to convert than it is when you just send paid traffic straight to a capture page. But organic traffic is usually the highest quality. So what I'm going to do is show you how you can turn your blog and YouTube traffic into higher quality leads and more leads from the same amount of traffic, so you get higher conversions and make more money for the same amount of people. Alright, so first off, the way most people do their traffic and things like that is basically like this. Okay, so they got their traffic, and yeah, I obviously don't have very good handwriting, but you got your traffic. Let's see if I can make this a little better. Okay, so you got your traffic, and then it goes to your lead capture page. And then it goes to your sales video or sales page, alright? And then that's how you make your money. The problem with this is that, you know, you're kind of using a one-size-fits-all type of method, okay? When you use a one-size-fits-all, you're not going to appeal to as many people, because usually when you do content and you're trying to get organic traffic, you do videos and you do blog posts and you do infographics and things like that. You do them on specific subjects, teaching them a little bit at a time. You don't do massive posts that are, 50,000 words long that just tell you everything you know about a niche. You divide it up into smaller posts, different subjects. If you're talking about marketing, maybe you'll have something about traffic, different posts about traffic, different posts about social media, different posts about video traffic, different posts about blogging strategies, things like that. Okay, so right now you basically have these different topics, and what these topics do is they tell you, what a lot of people don't realize is that they actually tell you what kind of people are on the page, or what kind of people are viewing your content at that time. So if you have topic 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but you're sending them all to the same capture page, it's hard for that capture page to be general enough to actually appeal to all of these. You see what I'm saying? So you have the capture page, but it's kind of a one-size-fits-all, so it doesn't appeal to everybody. And then they go to your sales right here. But the problem here is that you're going to get a much lower conversion rate on all of these because of them all being to the same page. But what if you had a separate page for each one of these types of topics, and then it all came together for your products? Or you even had sub products that were, what we call tripwires. Tripwires are low-cost products that turn your subscribers into buyers by having them pay for a $1, $5, $7, $10 product. You provide as much quality value as you can in that product, and then they'll be more likely to buy maybe a membership or a higher end sale. Okay, but see, the problem with most people is it's lazy. It's just lazy marketing. And I actually was someone that did this, but the way you can increase your conversions by 30% is by doing this. Okay, here are your topics. Obviously it's not very easy writing with this thing, but I think you get the idea. Here are your topics. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your blog posts and videos. Now you create a separate capture page for each one of these topics or categories. Usually you have your blog post in categories, and you're probably doing the same thing with videos. And in fact, I first found out about this strategy through a YouTube channel for a company that sells basketball education on how to be better at basketball. So it works for YouTube as well. It's not just blogs. Okay, so then you create a capture page specific to this category, and you do that for all of them. Okay, so you have a capture page here, 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 and here, and they're all specific to these categories, and they don't really make much sense for these people as much as it would for people in these categories to be interested in this. So your conversions will go up by like 30% just because of that. But then what you can do is make your buyers buy something right away while they're already telling you how interested they are in this one topic. So you then sell them. Not only am I going to show you how to get better conversions by doing this, but instead of sending them all straight to the same sales video or sales sequence, you use these capture pages to make low-end products. So these will be your Tripwires. Okay, so your Tripwires, you make that. Let's try to separate this here. You make your Tripwires $1, $5, $7. My best experiences have come with $1 and $7 Tripwires, so you might keep that in mind. Okay, so and then you do these Tripwires based on these same categories that originated in your content categories. Okay, this is your content. So your content is categorized. You use categorized capture pages, and then you have low-end sales on these same categories. So by the time they get through here, they feel like you're an expert in these areas, and then you can send them to a product that teaches them an all-around education or a membership or something like that that includes more information on those categories, including these other ones that are also related to that category. So if you're in marketing, let's say this one is social media, this one is video marketing, this is blog marketing, this is paid ad marketing, and this is conversions. Okay, so you have a capture page on those 5 topics, you have these low-end sales on those topics, and then you give them an education that's even better on your base product. This is your main product right here. So a lot of companies that do this is like a membership for, like, we'll say $50 a month or so. That'll be your base product. It'll teach them more on these right here. This category, let's say they bought through this category, okay, and then if they buy through this category, they're probably also interested in social media as well as ads and blogging and conversions, and all that stuff is related to each other, but at the time of reading that article they may have been just looking for that, but then they realize, hey, I can learn more about the topic I've already learned a lot about, and then I can also get a little better at the other parts of it, so I can make even more money with my business or be even better at marketing. And then you can even do upsells and things like that. But this is how you make the bigger money for your traffic. That's how you also get the most leads. Okay, one thing I've learned from some businesses is you can expect about $1 per lead, and if you're doing that, you're doing fairly well. So if you make $1 on average for every lead, then you can get 30% more leads, which means 30% more money coming in just by making 4 more capture pages, or 5, depending on how many categories you have, and just being more specific on this stuff. Okay, so using specifics and then using a total product package at the end along with this is the best way to do it. Alright, so this is Justin Bryant. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like it, subscribe, visit us at selfmadesuccess.com, leave us a comment on what you thought about the video, and I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you have a great day.